So we're here at Tunnel Barn Farm Fishery today, doing a little bit of filming using the CP2000 1000 poles. Now I've been using them for a long time and had brilliant success, but I'm here today to look at some Cadence reels. Obviously I want to be doing some rod and line fishing, so talk us through them.
I've brought the range along, Jordan, and we've basically got 3 different price points.
Yeah.
But I'm going to start with the lower price point, which is our CS5 Reel.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you've got to bear in mind that, like with Cadence products, we're selling direct.
Yeah.
So that's how we can offer maximum performance and spec at a very competitive price. So the CS5 reels, they retail at just £60.
Okay.
Okay. This is probably our most popular reel.
Yeah.
Packed with features. You've got 8 stainless steel bearings.
Yeah.
Obviously, a good quantity of bearings like that's really essential to give lots of power, reliability, and gear feel. So it's very smooth. These reels are supplied with 2 spools. You've got an aluminium spool, and we call them a shallow spool, but it's not like the old school shallow spools where you could only get 100 metres of £2 line on. You'll be able to get, on this one, you'll be able to get 100 metres of £4 line, no problem, on the 3000 size, and 100 metres of £8 on the 4000 size.
Which is probably perfect for me, isn't it, in my commercial fishing? I'm not going to...
That's the way it's gone now.
Yeah.
You don't want a really deep spool. You don't want the old style reel
with
deep
a million...
because you'd have to back them up. So I think we've got the right capacity for the reels. I think we've got the right size. So that's our entry level, let's call it. That's the CS5.
Lovely, lovely.
And that comes with a spare graphite spool.
Yeah.
The actual, and a really key feature about it is the body. That's actually made from carbon composite. So you've got the strength. You're not getting much flex on the reel when you're playing bigger fish, when you're casting. But you've got lightweight. So they're nice lightweight reels, and that's kind of in keeping with our rods. So
lovely.
That's the CS5 range.
Lovely. So moving up, we've got 2 more, haven't we?
So we've actually got 3 price points. So moving up to CS7. Now, I think this is my sort of go-to reel for my feeder fishing or heavier float fishing. Now, the reason for that is these reels are made with an aluminium body. Now, the aluminium body is a step up in strength. Obviously, you sacrifice some weight. They're not, I mean, it's not a heavy reel, but you've got the aluminium body, and this reel has got 9 stainless steel bearings and corrosion resistant as well. And you've also got a brass component inside, which just makes everything much stronger. It's a step up in price and a step up in quality. So for me, that's a really good, powerful reel. In keeping with that, we've actually changed the gear ratio. So the CS5 and CS10 are 6.2 to 1 gear ratio, whereas the CS7 are 5.2 to 1. So it's a lower gear, like in a car, gives you more power. Obviously, that you don't reel in as quick. So that's the CS7s.
What about this little rubber band on the spool here then?
Sure, that's a good point, that is. That's for when you're using braid on the reel. If you just have a smooth finish to the spool, you can get all the braid turning around the reel. So what that does is that gives it some friction, gives it some grip to stop the braid from slipping. I really like it because what I'll do is I'll tie my line onto the reel and I'll hide the knot under that elastic band there. So you don't get any problems with the knot. But that's a nice feature. I've got to mention the drag on these as well. This is a carbon matrix drag. So it's very, very smooth, very powerful. So I would say, George, for your certainly your commercial feeder fishing, short range, medium range, and your float fishing, I think they could really work for you.
You think these could be the ones? What about the line clips, obviously?
Well, that's another running change that I've made on the reels, is we've improved the line clip by putting this plastic shield behind the clip. So you're not getting any damage to the line. Maybe if you're using finer lines, even braid, you're not damaging the line at all. So these reels have been out for 8 years, so they're proven.
A long time,
Just making a few running changes, a few refinements like that is really helping. So these have just come in.
How much are these ones?
Okay, that's these are £80. The full retail price on these is 80. So you go 60, 80, and then we step up to the CS10s.
Okay, perfect. Let's move on then.
So moving up to the CS10. So these are our top price point. Now the key feature on these is the weight. They're very, very lightweight.
Very lightweight.
And that's due to the fact that we use a magnesium frame. So magnesium is very strong, but obviously lightweight. and we've stepped up again with the bearings. So these have got 10 stainless steel bearings.
Yeah.
And you've got the carbon matrix drag.
Yeah.
Same capacity spool.
What about the handle on this one?
Yeah. So on the single handle, that's a good feature actually. That's another nice running change. It's called a wind grip handle. Anyone who plays golf will be familiar with.
Yeah.
And I just love the feel of them, and that's another improvement that we've made on the single handles. We still supply the CS10 reels with 2 handles.
Yeah.
So you get a single and a double handle. We've gone for the standard EVA handles on the double handle.
Yeah. I used to fish with double handles all the time. That's my preferred preference. To be honest,
definitely. So. That's why we've offered both. We do sell the handles separately.
Yeah.
So you can fit the double handles on the CS5 and the CS7.
Yeah.
But on the CS10, we offer the option of both handles and an additional spool. So you actually get, you actually get 2 spare spools with the CS10.
So 3 spools in
3
total,
spools.
and a spare handle.
And a spare handle, and all that spec, all that quality. That the full retail on that's £120.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
So we've got all our specs and information on our website, Cadence Fishing UK.
Yeah.
And you've got to remember that for Catchmore Media viewers, subscribers, we offer your 10% code.
Yeah.
So anybody can order the reels through our website and get 10% off. And what's the code, Jordan? Can you remember?
Code is Cadence CMM10. So
well remembered.
Had to remember that
forgotten,
one.
to be fair.
Did you?
So there we go. So that's our CS range of Cadence reels.
Perfect.